Let's get a king going. And then we will get into it. Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to FJPT Grand Finals. We just saw Redshock win 7-4 over Yowmoo in the first match, which means we have one to go. Whoever wins this next best of 13 will be crowned the winner, so one way or another, a winner is soon to be decided. I am iFlame, of course, joined by Cryolian, my co-commentator for the day.
Hey, hey.
How are you feeling about this bracket reset match?
Yo, I still can't get over the last match.
That was crazy, especially the last two maps being both within 1,000 points of each other is absolutely insane.
Yeah, my heart can't take a lot more of this.
Yeah, now bracket reset is being treated as a new match, so players will be switching sides. We will be redoing warm-ups again if the players so choose, and then of course getting into the match, which I'm sure you're all waiting for. So we are going to see if these players are going to opt for a warm-up.
It doesn't look like both of them need more warm-up after the absolute insanity that was the last match. They're probably just gonna go straight back into, duking it out.
Yep, and right, you are both players going to be opting to skip their warm-ups. Just getting that cleared up, but we should be getting right into the rolls now. Yeah, no warm-up for either player here. Unsurprising, I would expect they're both pretty warmed up after that last match. And I'm curious to see how these players will change up their pick or possibly even ban strategies. After that last match, Redshock going to be rolling a 52. Not bad, right in the middle.
Did Yowmoo already roll? I don't think he did.
I don't think so.
Or apparently he did.
Okay, yeah, Redshock going to be opting to pick first once again.
So apparently Yowmoo.
Oh, wow. Yowmoo's just struggling with his rolls today. We are going to see Yowmoo banning first, most likely. Yeah, seems to be just a laser thing where it's not playing certain things for some reason. That's okay. We are going to see Yowmoo. I would expect banning the easy. I don't think that is a ban either.
Yeah, for sure. I think both the bans are going to be the same.
Now, I am curious though. We saw Yowmoo fail Nomad 5 very, very quickly. I'm curious if he switches it up and opts to ban Nomad 5 instead. Redshock going to be sticking with the same bans.
Yeah.
I do think that's perfectly okay. Redshock is going to be probably pretty happy to run it back. Now, keep in mind, we had 4 breakpoints off the bat. I'm curious to see how that is going to affect their pick order, because I definitely don't think you want to keep it the same. We are going to see a Nomad 6 ban again. I guess Yowmoo feeling still more confident on Nomad 5 rather than Feral. So ban's going to be exactly the same, both players running it back.
Alright, so the first pick last time was Hidden Wonder. Okay, I thought Redshock might be switching it up a bit because he did lose that first point, but no, apparently not. He just goes back in straight to Hidden One. Whatever worked for him in the first round, he's just gonna continue doing it this round.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this pick out of Redshock, especially because we saw Yowmoo win it last time. I do feel like it's important to diversify your picks, learn from the match you just played and adapt to it. You have 7 maps that you just won, and those are all options, especially something like Nomad 5, which wasn't even close. I'm surprised Redshock is not going back to that. I'm sure he will at some point, but we are going to be getting Hidden One first, and we'll see if Redshock can get a different result from last time.
Is he gonna learn from his past mistakes? Will he be able to quell his inner demons?
Find out next time on FJPT.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z, exactly.
Yeah, FJPT.
Yes, it has the same amount of syllables. It works.
Oh, so it does.
Is Redshock the protagonist?
Is he the
Yowmoo
Goku
is the
to?
villain.
Is he
Exactly.
is Redshock the Goku to Yowmoo being Cell, or whoever the villain is? I don't remember.
I don't either. I've never watched Dragon Ball Z or any anime for that matter. But that's the story for another time.
That's fair.
And we are going to see both players holding through this first section now. Redshock, to be fair to Redshock, he is already looking a lot better on it. And as I say that, finding a break, Commentator Curse is too strong for Redshock. Yowmoo building up a really nice combo. Both players with incredibly high accuracy. Both of them look quite a bit better on this map.
About Yowmoo, I think he's performing even a lot better than in the first round. As I
He
say,
finally finds a miss, but
500
that
combo
accuracy is just insane. 97%.
Yeah, 500 combo and a 97% accuracy is no small feat at all.
Yeah, this map is 6.9 stars. Keep in mind, with Hidden, it is definitely tough to read. We are getting to this lower section now, and it's Yowmoo with that slight combo advantage, and he has just a massive lead here. Redshock with another miss. Yowmoo gonna manage to hold on. Never mind, does find the break.
Yep.
Combo resets across the board, halfway into the map now, and it's Yowmoo with an 80,000 point advantage. Absolutely massive, and it does seem like we're just gonna see history repeating itself here. It's looking more and more likely.
The first match, Hidden One did end up pretty close, but I don't think this time that will be the case. Yowmoo's already beaten his first round score.
Yeah, he has by quite a bit, I think. Let me actually pull up the MP link.
As far as I'm aware, Yowmoo did not make it past 400 combo in the first round, so right now I think 240,000 he is miles above what he did the last time.
Yeah, actually, Yowmoo got 175k last time around, so with 91% accuracy, so absolutely destroying his previous performance. And a quarter of the map to go. This is the hardest section. You have to hope not to see a fail out of Yowmoo. Redshock struggling a little bit here. 100,000 points behind. Redshock has also passed his previous score, but it's not going to be enough against the likes of Yowmoo here. Absolutely slaughtering this map, and I do think both these players are going to pass this map. It happened last time. I expect to see it happen again. Yowmoo dropping a lot of accuracy on the stream, but still the accuracy advantage.
Honestly, the stream was probably going to be the most favorable part. If you couldn't hit that, you're just gone. But they both hit it, no problems at all. They are still going to maintain their full HP. Almost.
And yep, that's going to be it. Yowmoo taking Hidden One pick, and history seems doomed to repeat itself. Redshock, not learning from his mistakes, is going to be giving up another early breakpoint. You know what? I have to say, I think this result was kind of expected.
Yeah, for the most part, it did look like Yowmoo had total control for the entirety of the map.
Yeah, and I mean, it was close last time, to be fair to Redshock, but I think especially in some of the later stages of this match, Yowmoo has just looked so good with his aim. I do think that is one of Yowmoo's strongest assets. We are going to be going for Hard Rock 3 now. Very interesting pick. Not pick last match, so Yowmoo adapting, which is what I like to see. Now, I think we saw it was Redshock who failed Hard Rock 1 last time around, I think. Oh, it was actually Yowmoo who failed the Hard Rock 1. despite having
yeah.
higher score. And this one is quite a bit more failable than Hard Rock 1. This map is so brutal.
Well, we are still at a 0% pass rate on any Hard Rock pick.
Yep, and I expect that to continue with this pick. In my opinion, this is probably probably this is the hardest. Maybe not. It's tough. They're all really hard. The Hard Rock pool is just nuts all around. I don't expect anybody to come close to passing this map. We see Redshock with a big drop early on here.
Early break for both of these players. But Redshock seems to be taking the brunt of it. He is very close to failing right now, below half health.
Ooh, big miss on that slider, and he can only afford to miss like 1 or 2 more nodes on 0 HP,
Oh,
and
he
Redshock with a
doesn't.
very quick fail. We did actually see Redshock play this map in his match against Evil Gaming and had a much better performance. Nerves maybe getting to him in this grand finals match, but Yowmoo gonna be up 2-0 now early on.
Yeah, the experimental pick from Yowmoo proves to be beneficial for him.
Yeah, it seems like Yowmoo's put a lot of practice into this. Redshock, I think if you're Redshock, you want to get some momentum back in your favor. Going down 3-0, not an option, and I was just going to say you go for the no mod 5 pick here, the map you know that you can absolutely win, and that's what it's going to be. I want to see, honestly, I think Yowmoo can do a little bit better than last time, but I would certainly still favor Redshock.
Yeah, Yowmoo in the first match, I think he did say that he was a little bit shaky, or was it some mystery?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, there was an excuse there.
I honestly really hope we get to see more of this map. Skin Thief is such a fun map. It would be a shame if we only got to see the first 10 seconds of it 3 times in a row.
Well, put your faith into these two players then. Believe.
Yep. Pray for Yowmoo to pass the beginning. And here we go. Into the map. Now the thing about this map is on top of the 230 BPM streams, which are actually really long streams, the aim is pretty tough as well. Both players going to be finding very early misses, unsurprisingly. Redshock going to be taking the early lead here off of accuracy alone. This is where we got to watch out for Yowmoo. See if Yowmoo can hold on here. Is looking a lot better on this map so far.
Yeah, he definitely is, and he is still holding that combo, but he did do a high enough combo to get at least some distance away from Redshock.
Yeah, and he's going to be taking that over Redshock so far. Accuracy advantage now. And it does look like both players are having a much better time on this map. Redshock with a break while Yowmoo actually manages to hold on.
Oh man, these players are just streaming casually like, how much BPM is this? 230?
230 BPM, yep. Yowmoo finds a
BPM.
break though. This is going to let Redshock make a little bit of a comeback. He really needs to recover accuracy though. Yowmoo with another miss is going to be good for Redshock. Redshock trades it back, but the accuracy is pretty much even now.
Yeah, more back and forth misses from both of them.
Yeah, it's incredibly close. 6,000 point difference, and there's still over half of the map to go. It is anyone's game, and there's still so much fail potential on this map.
Oh, Yowmoo!
Oh, Yowmoo with such a big drop. That is the thing about
drop.
these bursts, because it's 230 BPM and they're so dense, he misses that one slider pattern and the start of that burst, and he is gone, and that's going to be a key point for Redshock, bringing it back 2-1 here.
Yeah, starting to mount that comeback. Redshock asking, did he fail?
And no, he did not. I guess both players very close to failing, but it was Yowmoo who got the fail first. So that will be a point for Redshock. And yeah, both these players, I think, highlighted in this match are absolutely incredible. Making it to the halfway mark on that map is absolutely insane.
Yeah, we got to hear more of the song. So everybody wins.
Yeah, exactly. Yowmoo does has the pick. I feel like you probably maybe you just go for something like the hidden 3 is an option.
And he should probably just go for what picks he won in the last match.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm trying to remember what those picks were. Let's take a look here.
There is still no mod 4. Oh, we are gonna see halftime. Never mind, we are not gonna see halftime 1.
Oh?
No, wait, we are gonna see halftime 1. Okay, it says rat, not.
Right, yes. I also thought it said not. It's tough to see with the resolution, but we've got the rat song. Halftime 1, I think this is a really good pick from Yowmoo.
Yeah.
Redshock failed this actually really quickly yesterday. Failed on the easy section, which was pretty surprising to me. I honestly do think Redshock should have a better performance on it today.
I think he might have a better performance. Like,
yeah,
in the early section, it was probably just some accident.
Yeah, I do feel like the section that Redshock failed on yesterday was honestly a pretty easy section, so it was a bit of an unlucky fail out of him. But see if he can play better this time around. Redshock down by 1 point here. Now, this map, I would be very surprised if it is going to be passed. There is, on top of the stupid jumps, like a quarter of the way into the map, there is a stream that is so tough, and it's so easy to just fail on that stream. Now, the beginning of this map is actually relatively easy for the first quarter of the map or so, so I'm curious to see who can build up the higher combo here.
These are still pretty big jumps though. I see Redshock.
Redshock nearly failing, comes back. Yeah, I think that's the part he failed on yesterday, so he's already made it farther than that. It does show how uncomfortable he is on this map compared to Yowmoo though, who's holding 97% rack, and I do think...
Still on the full combo.
Yeah, and honestly though, I do think if you're struggling this much on the map at this stage, that is not a good sign for Redshock. The map only gets harder from here, struggling on the easy part of the map.
I don't know, Yowmoo also found a couple of big drops, sending his HP down quite a bit. But okay, Redshock is starting to show signs of a little bit of a unable to play map.
Yeah, but we haven't even gotten into the hard part of the map yet. And here we go. This is going to be getting into the tougher section now. Right. Those jumps are absolutely massive. We'll see what these players can do. Approaching the halfway mark. We'll see if anybody fails on the stream.
So far, we have seen a traded miss, both on the same note.
Yep, and it's Yowmoo still with that accuracy advantage. Big drop out of Yowmoo. Can he recover? He actually can't afford to miss the stream now. Oh, okay, never mind. He recovers.
Yeah, he's managed to bring his HP back up to full.
Yeah, but the accuracy is even now. This is going to be a massive comeback chance for Redshock. Only 5,000 points behind and has the higher combo in this slow section.
Yeah, it's going to capitalize off that. It's trying to gain back as much ground as it can get before the stream.
The stream coming up in about 5 or 10 seconds here.
Soon,
rats, rats, we are the rats. Here we go.
And stream section, Redshock finds a big break. Yowmoo as well. But
Yowmoo finds the fail. Oh no!
Right after the streams, he made it through the hardest part, but the jumps there is still a very big aim requirement, and unfortunately, Yowmoo could not fulfill that.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Redshock was very close to failing as well. He was down to a quarter HP. It was anybody's game, but Yowmoo is going to be giving up a break point here. And you know what? Credit to Yowmoo. I do think this was a smart pick out of him after seeing how Redshock performed on it yesterday. Just one of those things where it unfortunately did not pay off this time around, but very quick no mod 1 pick out of Redshock. This is kind of surprising considering how close it was last time around. Of course, they did just play no mod 1, and it was within, I think, a 760 point difference.
Yeah, that was the one.
So like, this is complete RNG. And honestly, I do feel like I'm not sure how I feel about Redshock's picks so far in this match. The hidden one I was already not a fan of. The No Mod 1, I'm not a fan of either, and I do feel like this might be a bit of a mispick when you have so many other maps that um, Redshock looked so much better on as opposed to how close No Mod 1 was, but we'll see how he does here.
Alright, Yowmoo's just gonna casually start off with double S, but his first accuracy drop was thanks to a miss, not even 100.
Yeah, Yowmoo actually finding the bigger drops. Redshock is going to have the combo advantage early on, is going to find a miss now, so it's going to be relatively even in terms of score actually. Yowmoo going to take the lead early on here, again, just consistently having higher accuracy than Redshock.
At this point, I don't think Redshock has been able to build up a 100 combo yet.
He really hasn't, and this is a really tricky map. I will say, I do expect both players to pass, but there is certainly fail potential on some parts of this map. Gonna get a little bit of client lag at combos even across the board. Accuracies, not so much though. Now, I will say this is exactly what we saw in the last match. With Yowmoo taking the early lead and Redshock having to stage a comeback here.
Oh, Redshock.
There it is.
Maintaining his combo.
Oh, Redshock misses though. That is a very big missed opportunity. Have potential to get a really good combo on this slow section, but it's going to be pretty even now. Yowmoo finding another miss, going to be giving Redshock a lot of opportunity to make a comeback here. Redshock finding the miss as well, but is certainly making up ground. He does have a little bit of work to do. We are within 4,000 points. Another incredibly close match. Both players missing over and over again now. Accuracy back to even here. That score should flip it back over in favor of Redshock.
Oh,
big miss on the space
drop from Yowmoo.
Yep, holds on though. He has not failed the map, which means he is still in it, and it is still anybody's game. 2,000 point difference here, and combos even. Redshock finds a miss. Gonna be giving it back over to Yowmoo for now.
Yeah, unfortunate place to drop the combo there. Pretty easy section. Yowmoo's gonna get some free combo off of that. And
yeah, because of how close this... Oh, Redshock misses again. Because of how close this match is, you really can't afford to be missing on these slower sections. As you can see, the slow section is just free combo for Yowmoo. It's interesting actually. Look how like flowy Yowmoo's aim is. Not snappy at all. Big drop hit of Redshock though. Oh, almost failing. Gonna hold on luckily. Revives off that triple. But he's given over a 10,000 score lead, and this map is not nearly as close at this point. Yowmoo is kind of taken over the ending. Still a quarter of the map to go. Plenty of time for Redshock to make a comeback.
Another miss coming up from Yowmoo. Redshock misses in that burst. But Yowmoo,
big drop from both players.
Yeah, very big drops. Okay, could not maintain any sort of combo through that.
Redshock still 15,000 behind. Big miss out of him, and it's looking less and less likely that he's going to be able to make the comeback. Oh, and that big drop from Redshock is going to seal it, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's much fail potential left. There's one more big jump section, but should be no problem for Yowmoo. Another big drop out of Redshock, and Redshock has sealed his own fate here. Yowmoo is going to be taking this point without a doubt.
Ooh, the final streams, no one really choked on that.
Yeah, no, both players ending with no problem, and I think another mispick from Redshock.
Yeah, that final stream there was probably Redshock's only hope of taking a point, considering if Yowmoo failed that, but he didn't. And yeah, a point to Yowmoo.
Yowmoo is up a point and has the pick. I will say, I'm really not a fan of Redshock's picks so far in this match. So it is still close though. Lots of match to be played, of course. So we'll see what he can do with the rest of the match. Hard Rock 2 coming out from Yowmoo. I do think this is a really smart pick. Considering how quickly Redshock failed on it last time around, and Yowmoo was not all that close to failing it. Now, I will say when Redshock did fail last time around, the score was incredibly close, but I do expect this to come down to a fail once again. We have, like you mentioned earlier, yet to see a Hard Rock pass.
Yeah, it's at this point it's very improbable to see a Hard Rock pass. So score definitely not going to be relevant at all. It is just going to be who can survive the longest.
Pretty much, and this map does certainly get a little bit harder as the map goes on, so...
And with Hard Rock 2 being Hard Rock 2, I think that regardless of how many times you play it, how well you do is always going to be RNG.
Yeah, Redshock finding a really early drop, but the key here is that Redshock does not die on the flow section that he struggled on last time. So it's gonna have, both players are gonna have a lot more HP coming to this section of the map, and Redshock is gonna make it a lot farther. That being said, does find quite the drop.
Oh,
Missing 2 sliders now. Redshock cannot afford another miss. He is so close to failing. Yeah, that's gonna be another point for Yowmoo, up 4-2 now. Redshock has the next pick, and this is going to be a pivotal moment here. Redshock really can't afford to go down by 3 points here. We saw in our last match just how hard it is to come back from such a big deficit. Going for a very quick DT3 pick. I do actually like this pick out of Redshock. Stick with the speed. We do know Redshock is such a good speed player.
Bear in mind though, this was the map where it came down to 760. Was it 760 points? Was that the one, or was it the 400?
Oh, that's true. Actually, this was it was 500 point difference on this map. Redshock did win it, but it was insanely close. So
definitely, it just came down to the literal last slider. So definitely gonna be an interesting treat.
Yeah, and this is. Honestly, this is kind of a bit of another RNG pick out of Redshock. I'm a little bit surprised we're not seeing things like Hidden 2, even Hidden 3 maybe. I don't know, any of these maps that we saw Yowmoo fail on last time around. Hard Rock 1 being still up, of course. These are all potential picks, but DT3 instead. We'll have to see who takes this one. It is anyone's point, but I think if Redshock loses this map, he is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, this still should be very possible for both players, so it is going to come down to combo. And the last time Redshock did have slightly worse combo though. But,
early miss from Yowmoo, which is going to be really good for Redshock. Oh, Redshock trades it back and throws away a potential advantage there. Just missing on that buzz slider. Now, Yowmoo has a slight accuracy advantage, but
Redshock
going to be taking over the score lead very quickly. Break out of Redshock, but halfway into the map now. This is where we're going to get into the 270 BPM streams, and it's Redshock with the advantage early on here. Already seems to be looking a little bit better than the last time around. Finds a miss on the streams though, while Yowmoo holds. Yowmoo's taking right back over. Redshock really struggling on these. Yowmoo is holding, finally breaks, but the damage is done. This is a 40,000 point lead. I don't think there's any coming back for Yowmoo, and I just don't see Yowmoo failing this.
Ooh,
as I say that, massive drop out of Yowmoo holds on though.
Yeah,
there's only one stream to go, and I just don't think there's enough time for Redshock to make a comeback. And yeah, another break point for Yowmoo. It did come within about, that's a 1,300 point difference, so still incredibly close, but Yowmoo takes it, and it's going to be up 5-2 now.
Yeah, Redshock didn't display any potential chance of failing. Just look at their graphs, and Redshock's one is green all the way through, but then Yowmoo just had a big pew. Just
big
all
drop
the way
on one of
down.
those streams, but it wasn't enough. Actually, both players getting worse scores on this map than last time around.
Yeah.
Has to make you wonder what the thought process is behind this pick. It is certainly a gamble, like as mentioned, but unless you expect to get a better score, I feel like it's kind of strange to go back to it when you know your opponent can get a similar score. And Yowmoo up 2, or up by 3, sorry, with the next pick has so many options available. No mod 4 is an option, and there it is.
I think Redshock has just been picking maps that he knows he can pass on.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the way to go about this. You have to pick maps that your opponent can fail on as well, because when it comes down to score, Yowmoo has just consistently had Redshock's number, consistently with the higher accuracy, with the higher combos. And what we saw last map is, I think Redshock won one map of all the matches off of actually outscoring Yowmoo. I think Yowmoo ended up failing. Okay, it was 2 maps. 2 maps Redshock won off of score, but most of Yowmoo's, most of Redshock's wins were just off of Yowmoo failing. And Redshock getting a little bit of a head start on this one. Give Yowmoo a second to catch up, and we did actually see Redshock win this last time around. Both players made it to the ending, but this is still anybody's map. The ending is just so RNG. Both players are going to be dropping at the exact same spot, actually. Not really much of an advantage to either player. Big drop hit of Redshock nearly fails. If he missed one more note, he was gone. But he holds on and is going to have no problem recovering in this slower section.
Yeah, but still, the recovery rate is pretty low. After all this time, he is still not at full HP yet.
Yeah, I mean, it is HP 6, but the slow sections are long enough that you're going to recover on them, no matter how much HP you are on before that.
Yeah, that is considering if you manage to full combo it, but if you find a random stray miss, it's just gonna set your progress all the way back.
Yep, big miss out of Redshock though. Yowmoo has a really good combo right now. Is gonna have a really good score late early on here. Yowmoo with the big drop as well as Redshock. Both players gonna hold on though. Now we did see last time around, Yowmoo also had a really big score advantage, but that's not what matters here. What matters is who can pass the map. To this section, both players looking pretty good. We are approaching the halfway mark, so things are going to start to get a tiny bit harder, but up until the quarter point of the map, still should be pretty free.
The final quarter is where things start to go south.
Yeah. I would love to see a DT4 pick, by the way, but I don't think either player is going to pick that map just because of how ridiculously hard it is. I think one of the hardest maps in the pool.
Oh, is this what I think it is? It is what I think it is. It might
be, or no, I think it's just Boncho.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
it is. Okay, but okay, that delay was pretty big.
That was bad delay, yeah. Man, client ruining the tournament immersion. And a fail out of Redshock. Yowmoo is on match point now. 6-2.
Only one map left. Only one map separates Yowmoo from taking the champion spot.
Yep, Redshock has the pick, but Redshock is going to need 2 breakpoints here. Yowmoo has his fate in his hands. Big Brother, I think a good pick from Redshock. And I will say, I don't think Redshock has been playing badly this match. Just a lot of mispicks from Redshock, in my opinion, are kind of costing him this match. Yowmoo did fail this last time around, so I do think this is a good Redshock pick, but very well may be too little too late. Can Redshock bring it back? We will see.
Yeah, he might be able to take Hidden 2, but then after that, Yowmoo has like a ton of picks left.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many options left in the pool. Now, to be fair, I do think all the maps that Yowmoo won have been played now. So, just let me take a look here. Nomad 1 has been played. HR2 has been played.
Halftime 2.
Oh yes, halftime 2 is still a pick for Yowmoo that Redshock failed on last time. And then Hidden 3 actually, never mind. So Yowmoo still has 2 maps that he won last time that he can pick, which is absolutely terrifying if you're Redshock.
And here we go. We're gonna see Big Brother Hidden 2. Yowmoo has to take this point to take it all. Take everything.
Yep, and on the other side of the equation, it is Redshock having won the first match, doing his best to topple Yowmoo, the #1 seed, but has quite the road ahead of him. Needs to win the next 5 maps in a row. It's going to take the early advantage early on in Big Brother. Yowmoo with a big miss actually, going to let Redshock build up that advantage even more. And he's looking really good on this map so far. Yowmoo really struggling, that score advantage is massive right now. Redshock with an absolutely insane combo, finally finds a miss, but damage is done, 20,000 score lead.
Yeah, Yowmoo not being able to hold combo, that is not gonna help in the slightest.
Yeah, and this is Redshock's map to run away with. His fate is in his own hands. As long as Redshock can pass the map at this point, he'll likely be able to take the point, but there is still 3/4 of the map left to be played, so anything can happen. It is actually a really good run from Redshock.
Yeah, but
95 accuracy, consistently being able to build up that 200 combo.
The reading portion here is a little bit harder after these sliders, I think.
Yep, Yowmoo failed on this upcoming rectangle section last time. Big drop out of Redshock. He recovers though. Both of them hit the rectangle.
Alright, Yowmoo's already made it farther than he did last time. Managing to clear that.
Now, Redshock needs to pass here. Oh, big miss out of Redshock. Yowmoo gonna trade as Redshock recovers here.
Yeah, that stream is actually pretty chokeable. It's very hard to hit consistently.
Yeah, there's still quite a bit of fail potential left in this map. Redshock has to be careful. In the break, Redshock, both players know that Redshock has the score advantage, so you see the smoke art. Pressure is on now. He's probably going to be feeling a little bit nervous now. The championship is on the line here.
This coming out Yowmoo, and Redshock is trading it right back in approaching the final quarter. Will these players crack under pressure? Will we see a fail coming out here? Yowmoo finds a break and another one. Redshock is gonna be keeping that combo going.
Yep, the score is completely irrelevant here. What matters is whether or not Redshock will fail. If not, he has secured himself the point.
Alright, the triples here might be a bit hard to hit, and the stream as well.
Yep, but it's big drop out of Redshock.
Big drop from him. More streams coming. More streams coming.
Yes, the ending of this map is pretty tough. Redshock with a big miss.
At the same spot. Redshock finds another break.
Redshock is getting really close to failing.
But he doesn't.
He holds on though.
He holds on.
Point for Redshock. 6-3 now.
6-3.
I think despite that very dominant point though, things are still looking grim. Yowmoo only needs to win one map. Hidden 3 as well as halftime 2, both very good options for Yowmoo. I would be shocked if he didn't pick one of those 2 maps. And what's terrifying for Redshock is he cannot fail another map.
Yeah, he just He just can't. The tournament's on the line. Needs to hold on. Doesn't matter if you fail all the match before, you gotta pass it now. If there's a better time to do it, it's now.
Yep, HD3, no surprise whatsoever. Now, last time we saw this played, it was fairly close in score, but it was... actually, it was a double pass, I think. Wait, am I looking at the wrong one?
No.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking at the wrong...
Hidden 3 was...
Oh, it was Yowmoo who failed, actually. Okay.
Huh, alright. But he did have a very good score, though.
Yeah, the thing about this map is Yowmoo did have a 660 combo on this map, and he was actually beating Redshock by 12% accuracy when he failed, had double Redshock's score, so... Yowmoo is thinking to himself, last time around was just an incredibly unlucky fail, gonna be running it back. Yeah, Yowmoo did not actually pass this map last time around. Redshock was struggling a lot in terms of accuracy, but he did manage to hold on, which is the key. This map is so tough to actually pass, so very scary for both players.
Back to business.
Yep, I agree. I think the players are listening on the stream, which honestly, if you're playing in a match, I don't know why you would ever listen to the stream, even between matches. I feel like the commentary is probably not helpful to gameplay. Probably, if anything, just makes you more nervous, but...
Well, I mean, sometimes people do play with some background noise on. Sometimes it does help with nerves. Like in the past tournament, in the past tournament that I've been in, BQT, like normally get in our team does get in a voice call and sometimes play through it.
Yeah, of course. I think most teams do get into voice calls. Would you guys stay like unmuted during the voice calls though and talk during the map?
Well, for me, I'm on push to talk, so I'm technically always muted unless I press a button.
Yeah, exactly. Redshock and Yowmoo actually both finding an early miss. Yowmoo with a really big drop, but back to your point, I do think it's like pretty normal for most teams to be in BC in team tournaments, but on every team I've been on, everybody mutes up during the actual map itself, so there's no background noise or distractions.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yowmoo with another big drop, actually. We're seeing Yowmoo coming very close to failing a few times here.
But accuracy and score, he is still very much in the lead. Redshock does still have a lot of ground cover, and those misses are not going to help whatsoever. Yowmoo holding on to that 180 combo, 200 combo.
Yeah, Redshock has a lot better accuracy than he did last time around, though. Already approaching where he was at in terms of score. This is roughly where we saw Yowmoo fail, another big drop. And yeah, I think this is going to be a question of can Yowmoo pass the map, because he's undoubtedly more comfortable on this map than Redshock by a ton, but we've seen so many times he's been coming so close to failing, and the ending of this map is really rough.
Yeah, the ending itself might be the deciding factor. Yowmoo finds a huge drop in the start of that stream, and Redshock big drops on the end of that one instead.
Oh, big drop out of Redshock. He is going to recover though. That is a really big recovery from him.
Yeah, but the fact still remains that he is a whole... he is only half the points of Yowmoo right now, so a fail is going to be essential for Redshock to be able to get that point back. Will Yowmoo be willing to give him that fail?
Yep, Yowmoo's fate is entirely in his own hands. If he holds here, he has the tournament win.
Oh, and these streams are relentless.
I know, I cannot understate how generally brutal the end of this map gets.
Redshock is gonna build up to 200 combo. Oh, but double miss. That is just gonna call any chance of a comeback.
A quarter of the map left in the map, or sorry, a quarter of the map left to go, and there's no hope of Redshock in terms of points. Yowmoo with a big drop, but is gonna recover.
It's at full health here. Both of these players are.
There's no way they're both passing this, surely. Oh, Yowmoo with some big drops. He keeps recovering though. Yowmoo keeps finding big misses, but he is consistently making the comeback, and it's looking more and more like he's going to be getting the pass here. There's not very much map left. It only gets harder though, more spacing to come.
Yeah, space streams where you can see follow points in between them. Big jump once again from Yowmoo. It's very close instead, but
he holds on. That's going to be it. That is going to be the match. Yowmoo with an absolutely dominating performance second time around will be taking it 7-3, and what an incredible match. GG's. Yowmoo is your past tournament champion. Redshock as well. Congratulations on the second place. Incredible performance as well, but not enough to stand up to the giant Yowmoo.
Yeah, so qualifier seedings actually did its work relatively well. Yowmoo being seed number 1 and Redshock being seed number 2, both taking first and second spot on the podium respectively.
Yeah, and I think Yowmoo has certainly made a name for himself in this tournament. I think a very much an unknown player before this tournament started, but very popular now. I think he's going to be a name to watch out for in any future tournaments. Now, I'm really curious to see how he can do on some of the more normal star pools that you see in 6-digit tournaments, because he is still ranked 140k, so expect to see him around in the 6-digit scene.
Yeah, ranked 140k in big quotation marks.
Exactly, yes. Heavily underranked, but obviously past tournaments are incredibly different from your average tournament. Now, it's not over yet. We are going to be saying the tiebreaker just for fun.
Are they gonna be playing with no mod? I mean, with no fail?
That is a good question. Let me see. I'm gonna let the ref know that they can take no fail if they want. Okay, yeah. Ref says feel free to pick no fail. We are all good. DT4. I would love to see DT4, but I'm not gonna, force the players to play through all the maps that weren't played. We're going to, unless the players really want to play DT4 for some reason, we will just call it after tiebreaker. But tiebreaker, of course, going to be seen here.
Yeah, tiebreaker hype. Let's get it going.
Rock on, let's get the 5-5 score going. So for anybody who joins the stream, it looked like it's actual tiebreaker. There we go. Tiebreaker hype.
Yeah, tiebreaker hype. Their tournament lives are on the line.
Oh, they're both going hidden?
It all comes down to is your arbitrator, and yes, they are both going hidden.
Why? How? This map is already ridiculous. How do you possibly play this on hidden? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm curious to see how many times they actually fail on this map. Obviously, they have no fail, but I do expect both of them to drop to 0 HP multiple times throughout the map. This map is insanely hard. 7.5 stars. It was, of course, the OWC 2018 Grand Finals tiebreaker. And I cannot understate how insane this map is. It is 8 minutes of AR-10, 270 BPM jumps. This map is non-stop and just entirely unforgiving. If you miss even one jump section, you are failing the map. Both players getting the combo going, and we're going to see both those combos disappear very quickly.
Oh,
there
right,
it is. Yep, that isn't even the hardest section of the map. That is actually pretty easy. And here we go, first big jump section coming up.
Oh.
Both players failing, actually.
Yeah, that was like instant fail.
Actually, Yowmoo might have held on, but yeah, instant fail out of Redshock. Not surprising at all if I'm being honest. Just goes to show how hard this map is, and that is not even one of the hardest jump sections in the map. It is obviously really tough, but...
Yeah, a lot of these jumps are like really pretty awkward, I'd say.
Yeah, now, to be fair, I do imagine if it was... Oh, Yowmoo actually holds on in that really tough jump section. Redshock finding the fail, though. And I do think if we were actually to play Tiebreaker, both of these players would opt for the no mod, so we would probably see them doing a little bit better on it, but... Yowmoo actually might not have failed yet, which is incredibly impressive, especially with the HD. You see how close the score still is, though. 2,000 point difference.
Oh, big stream here. Redshock.
Yeah, those streams are really fast as well. I think there's something like, it's honestly tough, but it's something like 190 BPM maybe if I had to guess. Someone who knows more about mapping, feel free to correct me. Yeah, Yowmoo's aim is on another level. We do see both players alternating, which is interesting.
And the score difference right now is just a mere 400 points or 300 points. What has happened there?
Oh my god, yeah. Both players survived that stream, actually. The amount of times I've made it to this point of the map and failed on the stream is too many.
It is basically all of your attempts.
Pretty much, yep. Have not passed this map myself. It is really rough. The hardest part of the map is still to come, which is crazy.
Yeah, we've
Yowmoo
already
really
seen
starting to struggle.
Already seen people failing multiple times, even before that hard section.
Oh yeah. Yowmoo actually recovers on the stream. Redshock taking a pretty big score lead here.
But that is Redshock. He's still on the red side, still on red team.
This is true. Redshock does not have the red team buff though. Oh, there's a fail out of Yowmoo. And it's crazy to think that this is one of the easiest sections of the map here. Big jump section coming up. Both players actually managed to hold on there.
Easy section might not be so easy after all.
Not at all. There is no true easy section of this map. Big fail out of Yowmoo. Redshock manages to hold on through that. We get into the triple section now. Here we go. Players hold on. Yowmoo. He wouldn't have failed there.
Yeah, that is actually stupid.
Yeah, I think the hardest part of the map is coming up now. Here we go. That is the hardest section of the map by far. And both players get absolutely destroyed. I remember, we actually spent so much time trying to get a replay for this map. Shout out to Spanish, by the way, who is like just absolute god and passed this map after a few attempts, so otherwise we would have just had to go for an auto replay.
If it's not ranked, could you not have just pulled the replay from the leaderboard?
We could have, but leaderboard replays are not the same.
Or you could have like asked a top player to play the map.
You know what? I asked a 4-digit friend of mine, Hitomi-chan, to do the replay, and he could not pass the map. Which just goes to show when your 4-digit friend has trouble passing the map, you know it's pretty rough.
So then you make some 3-digit friends and you ask them?
See, you have to have 3-digit friends for that.
Yeah, so we just make some friends.
There you go. Just start messaging random 3 digits. Hey, can you replay this map for me? You know what? I was very close to doing that. Before Spanish passed the map, I was like looking at who's online. I was so tempted to just message some random 3-digit and be like, you mind doing a replay for me real quick?
But normally, I mean, if they're like a pretty well-known guy, pretty well-known player, sometimes they might entertain you. They might say, sure, what kind of a map is it? And then you show them an 8-minute OWC Grand Finals map. And they might have a change of heart.
Just maybe. We kind of see Redshock being pretty dominant on this one though. 20,000 point difference is quite a lot of an 8-minute map, and this is actually, I think the rest of the map is pretty slow.
Yeah, but you still have to realize though, it's a past tournament and they're just doing this for fun, showcasing the full map. Where if it did actually go to the tiebreaker, it'll be over in like 30-45 seconds.
Yeah, probably wouldn't have lasted past that first jump section, in all honesty.
And yeah, Redshock was the first to fall in that regard. So
yeah, it was. I will say though, that was with Hidden, which makes the map so much harder. So I do feel like Redshock probably would have passed the first jump section because it's very passable. But the section, really tough jump section, is where I think we would have seen a fail for sure. Which is a bit like a minute in, maybe a minute and a half or something. And that is going to be closing out the map. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for playing in this tournament. It was definitely a unique experience for me, and hopefully for all the players as well. So I'm glad all of you were able to play, and we're not going to be playing DT4. I saw Redshock say last map right before tiebreaker, so I don't think he wants to play DT4, but big thank you to Rock On for the stream, as well as just all the staff throughout the tournament. Cryolian for being player commentator, very much appreciated. So I'm not solo commentating all the time. And shout out to a couple other of our staff, Mashu for being just an absolutely piece of an admin, carrying the tournament behind the scenes. Bearded Hippo for reffing a ton of matches as well. That being said, there will be an announcement out within the last hour regarding prizes, winners, tournament future, and that kind of thing. So stay tuned for that. I will be sure to ping everyone for that, so don't worry. But thank you so much all for watching. This was an absolutely incredible match between Redshock and Yowmoo. Congratulations again to Yowmoo on being the past tournament champion. Anything you want to say, Cryolian, before we end the stream?
Yeah, also really huge thanks to you and Mr. James Gaming for hosting this tournament. It's been a really fun ride, had tons of fun.
For sure. I do hope we see some other hosts pick up the past tournament style, but we'll see how it goes. With that being said, thank you so much all for watching. Thank you again to Cryolian for joining me today in the commentator booth. I hope you all take care and have a great day.
And remember, rhythm is just a click away.